Hi my friends. So today we're going to be able to read a book called Up in the Garden and Down in the Dirt. Can you use your pointer finger and point up in the garden and then point down in the dirt? Good job my friends. So our author is Kate Messner and our illustrator is Christopher Silas Neal. That means Kate Messner, she is the author. It is her job to write the words. And then Christopher Silas Neal is the illustrator. That means his job is to make the pictures. So this story is going to be all about a girl and her Nana and the garden that they can grow. They find lots of creatures up in the garden and down in the dirt. Another word for dirt is soil. Can you say that word with your family members? Say soil. And in Spanish we say tierra. Can you say tierra with your family members? And then let's look at the picture. What do you see in our word card for soil? Soil is the top layer of earth where the plants can grow. Let's get ready to clap our word for soil and count the syllables. Ready? Get your hands ready. Say soil. There's only one syllable in our word for soil. Now let's whisper the word with our family members. Ready? Say soil. Good job. So soil is the top layer of earth where plants can grow. It can be different colors, but mostly it is black and brown, just like in this picture. And I have some soil that I would like to share with my friends. So this is a cup of soil. So you can see that it is brown, it's dry, it's kind of sandy or dusty, and there are little bits of rocks in the soil. So the soil is the top layer of earth where plants can grow. Do you have soil in your community? Where do you have soil? Can you turn and tell your family members where you can find soil? When we were at school, the grass outside was growing in soil too. But when you think of soil in your community, what about the plants that you can see growing in the soil? What plants have you seen? I've seen trees growing in soil. Have you seen trees or flowers growing in the soil? While we read, you're going to be able to see more types of plants that are growing in the soil. And today we're only going to read part of this book, and then tomorrow we will finish reading the book. Before we read, I want to show my friends how we read our book. So let's turn to these pages. So we can see this is the left page and this is the right page. We want to start on the left page, and we always start at the top and then read to the bottom. We see that there are some words at the top here, so that's where we're going to start reading. But now we move to the bottom and there are no more words. So then we can go to the next page, but we don't see any words at the top of the right page. So then we can move down and read more words. Let's get ready to read to see what creatures and what plants Nana and the girl grow in their gardens. Up in the Garden and Down in the Dirt by Kate Messner and illustrated by Christopher Silas Neal. Up in the garden and down in the dirt. Up in the garden I stand and plan, my hands full of seeds and my head full of dreams. Spring sun shines down to melt the sleepy snow. Wind whistles through last year's plants, and mud sucks at my rain boots. It's not quite time, Nana says, down in the dirt. Things need to dry out and warm up. What's down there? I ask. The garden looks very cold and empty. It must be the end of winter because the snow is melting and blossoms in the trees are blooming. But Nana said the garden is still not ready to plant. We can use what we know about growing vegetables to guess what they need to help the garden grow. When we use clues like pictures and words in a story to make guesses about what will happen, we are making a prediction. And when we make a prediction, we can use some magnifying glasses. Can you hold up a magnifying glass or pretend magnifying glass? Keep your magnifying glasses out because we're getting ready to make a prediction. What do you predict Nana and the girl will need to do to get the garden ready? Can you turn and tell your family members what you predict Nana and the girl will do? Down in the dirt is a whole busy world of earthworms and insects, digging and building and stirring up soil. They're already working down in the dirt. Up in the garden, we snap brittle stalks, scoop rusty armfuls, and wheel away weeds for the chickens. While they squabble and scratch, we spread compost over the soil. Down in the dirt, pill bugs chew through last year's leaves. I give a gentle poke. They roll up tight and hide in plated suits of armor, roly-poly round. Up in the garden, it's time to plant. I trail a furrow with my finger and sprinkle seeds in a careful row. Give them a drink, Nana says. We pat them down to snuggle in the dark. Down in the dirt, a tomato hornworm rests, waiting for wings, in the leaves where she'll lay her eggs. So we were thinking that Nana and the girl would plant and water the seeds. Look at the illustration closely. Nana and the girl had to pull weeds, spread compost, plant seeds, and then water them. Can you take out your magnifying glasses to get ready to make a prediction? Do you have a new prediction for what Nana and the girl will need to do next now that they've planted and watered the weeds? Up in the garden, carrot plants sprout, pea blossoms bloom, wasps are on the prowl, and honeybees visit, legs loaded with pollen. I weed and wilt in the sun so strong, even Nana looks for shade. Down in the dirt, earthworms tunnel deep. I'm jealous of their cool, damp, dark. Up in the garden, rain shower! Nana turns the hose on me. Eee! Look at the garden, it's growing. Nana and the girl are taking such good care of the garden. Do you think there are flowers or vegetables in the garden? What type of vegetables do you think the Nana and the girl were growing? Look closely at the illustration to see if there are any clues about what is growing. We read that the garden has carrots and peas. Can you turn and tell your family member what were some of the other vegetables that we read about growing in the garden? Let's pretend to be Nana and help water the garden. Can you hold your hose with 2 hands and spray it into the sky so that it's a rain shower? Super silly. So now we are done reading for today, my friends, and tomorrow we will finish reading to see what is growing in the garden. Today we learned about a garden that was growing in soil. Remember, soil is the top layer of earth where plants can grow. Can you turn and tell your family members what you can grow in soil? So we just learned what can grow in a garden. Now we are going to be able to learn more about soil. Thank you for reading with me today, my friends. Bye!